Just off the Orange Freeway, we're here live from Angel Stadium of Anaheim. Today, the third and final game in this three-game series between the Cleveland Indians and the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. It's Angels baseball next on the show. Garrett Richards, the California-born right-hander, is on the mound. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, this guy pitched really well in his last outing, only allowing one run. If he brings that kind of stuff to the ballpark, he has a chance to pitch another gem in this one.
Into the box now, Michael Brantley, and we are ready for some daytime baseball. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. This one is launched. Look at this. That one is gone. What a way to lead off a ball game. So it's a solo home run here leading off the ball game. First home run of the campaign for him as the Tribe move out in front 1-0.
Talk about hitting the ground running. Usually a leadoff man is a guy that takes the first pitch, trying to get the feel for the pitcher, trying to get dialed in, but not this guy. He's got that see ball, hit ball philosophy, and he does just that, launching that pitch out of here before the fans could even get settled in the seats.
And that's in there, base hit.
Batting third baseman.
In now for Cleveland, Jose Ramirez. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Lifted the other way out to left center. Upton's under it. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. Now a moment here for the Indians starting lineup. Dan Plesac, who you focused on?
Well, I know these pitchers are going to be very careful when dealing with Jason Kipnis. He's got a 5-game hitting streak going. If you've got to start those big streaks somewhere, I like the way he's swinging the bat right now. Great approach, very comfortable. Let's see if that streak continues today.
These Angels, as they enter play here this afternoon, fellas, it's been, all things considered, a pretty good start to the campaign as they have 4 wins from their first 6 tries.
Hey, thanks, Matty. Hey, you know what, D-Roll? Try to get on a kind of a little mini winning streak here. Losing the first game of this series, winning game 2, and hopefully winning this series by pulling one out here today.
Yeah, Dan, they were able to shower that first loss off in the first game of the series and had a nice bounce-back game yesterday. Let's see if they can steal the series right here.
So he gets him swinging on a pitcher's pitch. Edwin Encarnacion, the second out of the opening frame. First pitch on its way. This is in the air to right. Calhoun has a read on it, and that's the third out. Indians are on the board first thanks to this solo home run. On to the bottom of the first, and the Tribe are off to an early 1-0 lead. Corey Kluber, a right-hander from Alabama, gets the starting assignment. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, he wasn't particularly good in his last one. If you look at the line score, he only lasted 4 innings, took the loss. He'll really be hoping to turn in a much better performance in this one.
So, fellas, this Indians ball club, as they begin play here this afternoon, been a middling start to the season as they come in 2-3 over their first 5.
Yeah, Matty, this is the big one right here. They've split the first 2 games of this series. You want to steal one right here and be feeling good about yourself.
Yeah, D-Roll, I think one of the things you want to do, you get to the 3rd game, you'd like to win this series and finish it off by winning game 3. It's always nice to win a series, whether it's at home or on the road, so this is a big one for this ball club.
That's going to even up the count at 2-2. And he comes back with one down and in for ball 3. In the on-deck circle, Ian Kinsler. He'll hit next. Down the third baseline. And a good throw gets him one gone. Well, the moment now to take a look at the starting 9 for Mike Socha's Angels. Who's the one to watch, Dan?
Yeah, you have to look out for the guy they call Simba. Andrelton Simmons. He's a special player, no doubt, but at home, get this, he's hitting over 400. I mean, he's swinging the bat. He's hitting everything. He's just a very special player playing at home in front of these fans.
Mike.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Missed with a slider. 2 out, nobody on. That's inside. 2-0. Trout makes a lot of great contact against left-handed pitching, perhaps one of the best in the game in that regard, but he does have his warts against right-handers at times. Just not as proficient at putting the ball in play when it's coming from that side.
Well, of all the guys in this lineup, he's definitely the guy I'd be cautious with, especially with a 1-run lead. No surprise that he's treading lightly right here.
3-1 the count now. Full count. 3 balls and 2 strikes to the Angels center fielder.
That is such a tough pitch to lay off right there, but you have to find a way. There's nothing you're going to do with that low sinker except foul it into your shin or hit a ground ball to the left side.
And a good job there to lay off. It's ball 4 as he becomes their first base runner of the ball game now with 2 away. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner.
As a hitter right here, you have to tell yourself, I can't get too big. Don't let the moment get away from me. A nice bullet in the gap gets the job done in this situation.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2. Count still at 1-2. Trout leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Right 3 called, and the inning is over. Angels strand 1. It remains 1-0. Digging in, Jason Kipnis. He'll get us started in the top of the second. First pitch coming. Here it is. Is put in play to the right side of the infield. Up with it is Kinsler. Throw to first will be in time, and there's 1 gone here to start the second.
Time for a look at the Angels on defense. And this team's lucky enough to have their Gold Glover play shortstop, the captain of the infield, and the offense knows if the ball's hitting his direction, you could pretty much take the right-hand turn and go back to your dugout. Not only the routine ones, but the highlight reel ones as well.
Richards peers in. Here's the 0-1. A fastball that he's way out in front of. A swing and a miss. Bounce to first. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted. Lonnie Chisenhall will stand in. And a look at the stats tell you how hot he's been in April. Well over 300 to start the new campaign. Lifted into the air out towards center field. Trout has a read on it, and the inning is over. Down in order go the Tribe. He played an inning. And now the designated hitter for the Angels, Zach Cozart, as they'll have 5, 6, and 7 here to start the home half of the second. Sinker to open the AB in there for strike 1. And Cozart even in the count at 1-1.
That curveball stayed up in the zone. You'll see that often early in the game where a pitcher's trying to find that release point, particularly with his off-speed pitches. We'll have to keep an eye on him, see if he's able to settle down as this game moves on.
So 2 balls and 2 strikes now. And a big cut at the breaking ball, but he comes up empty, and that's the first out.
Time for a look at the Cleveland Indians' defensive setup today. And can we please focus on Francisco Lindor, one of my favorite players in the game? Let's check a few boxes. Charisma, check. Switch hitter, check. Cannon for an arm, check. Hit for power, check. Enough said.
Oh, this one bounces off the pitcher. Thankfully, he's able to recover, and he gets the second out at first. So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and standing in trouble now in the person of Albert Pujols. And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball one. And he lays off a fastball here that looked pretty good, but it's 2-0.
He may be down 2-0 after those first two pitches in this AB, but those are pitches he can feel pretty good about. They did miss by a whole lot, so it's not like he's all over the place.
Now the 2-1 pitch. High in the air out to center field. Davis will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Angels go down 1-2-3. The shot there at the Newport Beach coastline, not far from us here in Anaheim as we get ready for the top of the third. Digging in the switch hitter, Francisco Mejia. He went deep in the contest last night. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. This one smoked the other way, high and deep to left. Upton going back, but he has no chance to make the play. It's off the wall. And the Tribe will get a man to second base on the leadoff double.
Man, they already hit one home run, and I thought they had a second one right there. Not quite enough behind it, though, as it banged off the wall for a double. He's giving up a fair amount of solid contact right now.
Here's Michael Brantley. As he'll lift it up in the air, this is back behind second. And this will be handled by Kinsler for route number one. Now it's the all-world all-star shortstop Francisco Lindor. A base hit in his first trip. Here's the first pitch to him. And he squares up on this one. Deep to straightaway right. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. Mejia leads off second. With one gone in the inning. Richards comes set. Here it is on 0-2. And that one got a piece of him.
Well, I bet the manager breathed a sigh of relief when he saw he wasn't hurt that badly. The last thing they can afford to lose is a guy like that for any length of time.
Stepping in now, Jose Ramirez. Hit high and deep out to left center field. Back goes Trout, still going back. Off the rocks and gone. So a 3-run shot to left center. First home run of the campaign for him. As the Indians continue to pull away, it's now 4-0.
Well, he won his last start, but he didn't give up any long balls. He's already given up 2 here, so he's got his work cut out for him if he's going to get the W in this one. He's going to have to start keeping the ball in the yard for starters.
Edwin Encarnacion now. Swing, and this is also hit well. Out to deep center. Gone. Back-to-back jacks on back-to-back pitches. So a solo home run for Edwin Encarnacion, the 349th of his career, as the Indians have now opened up a 5-0 lead.
Yeah, everyone in the stadium, including the guy in the mound, knew it was just a matter of time until this guy cranked one out of here. Well, that's the first one of the year, and many more are sure to follow.
Here's Rajay Davis now.
Rajay Davis.
And that's off his leg on the mound for the first, but he's safe. And now the stadium's attention turns back to the man on the mound.
So frustrating, Dero. You make a good pitch and you get these guys that can run around and they're fast. You think you have an out, and all of a sudden it turns into an infield single.
Yeah, this is definitely part of his game, the ground attack, Dan. He's a speedster. He's going to get a ton of infield singles, and he knows how frustrated that pitcher is.
And again, a throw, keeping particularly close tabs on him. First offering on its way. Hit down the line at first. Fielded cleanly by Pujols. Simmons relay to first in time, and just like that, the side is retired. So 4 runs in the inning, and they come on the strength of the 2 big flies. Here's Jeffrey Marte now. Lifetime against Corey Kluber. He's 1 for 5.
Third baseman.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1.
0-1's the count.
Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. Hard hit ball to second. And the Halos have their first hit of the game. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
Hey, listen, when you have a good sinker, you have to throw it, but he's going to have to get the ball much lower in the zone than that last one.
Yeah, from the offensive side, Dan, 2-seamer, pitcher, sinker, baller, what have you, you're looking for that thing to pop out above the belt, and that's exactly what happened right there. Miss middle.
Now about a 58-foot breaking pitch that he wisely lays off here.
Tried to get him to chase that 0-2 curveball there, but he wasn't biting. Very well could see it again here, though.
There to take it is Alonso, 1 away. Digging in for his second at-bat, Andrelton Simmons. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. He's set, and the pitch. And he gets the call that time for strike number 1. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
These are the at-bats that can just flat out frustrate you. You go up there with a plan to work the count, and now you find yourself down 0-2 scratching your head because every quadrant's open for the pitcher.
So he racks up the swinging strikeout on the breaking ball. Andrelton Simmons becomes the second out in the bottom of the 3rd. Marte at second with 2 down. Good looking sinker on the inside corner. Kinsler, a veteran at 35 years of age. He's a veteran of 13 years. And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Back-to-back strikeouts keep him out of danger. More matinee baseball here on a Wednesday afternoon. Digging in to try it again, Yonder Alonso. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
The relay, and he is safe at second base as he legs out a double.
Well, every pitcher gets to start the inning with a fresh slate, and he's out trying to put that last inning behind him. But he's got to be shaking his head right here. A leadoff double on the first pitch, and he's back in trouble again. Things just not going his way right now.
Into the box, Lonnie Chisenhall, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Liner toward right center, and that's going to get down out there. And they'll get it in quickly. It's first and third now with Nobody out. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Francisco Mejia. He scored a run after stroking a double in his first at-bat. First offering on its way. And not the greatest of starts to the at-bat as he reaches for one out of the zone for strike one. Action now in the Angels bullpen as a left-hander starts to get loose. The 0-1 pitch. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball one.
He's going to have to take a deep breath. A little bit ultra aggressive at the plate right now after fishing at the first pitch and looking like he was going to commit on that one.
Skied into straightaway right. Calhoun has a read on it. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. And he is back safely at first, and that was almost trouble. So the Indians lineup flips over, and to the plate, Michael Brantley comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. First pitch of the at-bat. Line towards center field. And a base hit, and that'll get the run in from third.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Kept his shoulders square, his hands inside the baseball, and was able to fight off a good, nice executed pitch for a knock.
So here's Francisco Lindor now as it's grounded sharply to first. Oh, just a brutal pop, and it goes right by him. And he'll stay with it long enough to get the out at first. But meanwhile, the runners move up to second and third now with 2 away. Digging in once again, Jose Ramirez. A hit in 2 tries for him so far.
The last at-bat, Matty D, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball, didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix it.
Throw to first, not in time as the run was across the score.
Dan, after this infield hit right here, this guy has to be so frustrated. He's been having a rough outing, and he's not discriminating the way he gives them up.
No, he isn't. You know what he's going to do after this one? He's going to go to the movies and watch the movie about himself, the Rocky Horror Pitching Show, because this has been a nightmare.
Tyler Skaggs answers the call from the pen here in the 4th as they didn't get the outing they were hoping for from their starter. This is line to left. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. So it's 2 runs on 4 base hits. No errors and a couple of men left on to the bottom of inning number. Mike Trout ready to settle in and kick off the inning. Matt Vasgersian joined by Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac with you in the booth. And he grooves the fastball there. This is hit high and deep out to straightaway center field. And this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. It's a solo home run here for Mike Trout. Home run number 5 on the year. And they're now on the board, though still well behind.
I know hindsight's 20/20, but you can't throw that pitch to that guy. Don't forget, he homered yesterday. So you know he's locked in and ready to roll up there. We'll see if he learns from that mistake.
Good breaking ball that time, in for a strike.
I got to believe this is an awesome time for this pitcher to get real aggressive in the strike zone. He's got a huge lead. He knows he can pound and try and polish up his mechanics down and away.
1 run, 2 hits, and no errors to this point for the Angels. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Brantley is under it. 1 away. Ready for another chance. Zach Cozart. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Lindor has to shade his eyes from the sun, but he stays with it for out number 2.
The right fielder, number 56.
And now for the Angels, Cole Calhoun. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. And he got him out in front that time. Strike 1. Breaking ball's in for a strike.
Hey, I got to commend him a little bit. Leadoff homer, and now he's one pitch away from getting out of this inning without any further damage.
Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Calling for it, Brantley. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Angels do get one, however. Here's Rajay Davis now. His career numbers with Tyler Skaggs. He's a .375 hitter. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Hit on the ground to short. Simmons has it. Throw pulls Pujols right off the base, and they won't get the out here. Ready for another shot now. Jason Kipnis. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Here comes the first pitch. Swinging a soft liner in there, a base hit.
Well, that's got to be frustrating right there. You execute a pitch, a nice, good pitch right there. Batter's able to get a little lucky, stayed through it, caught it off the end of the bat. Not his best swing, but he's able to find a hole in the outfield.
Here's Yonder Alonso, as he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. He's working on a 1 for 2 game so far. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Upton's under it. 1 down. Lonnie Chisenhall will stand in. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. Here's the first pitch to him. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Back goes Calhoun, but he won't get there. It falls in. Throw comes in quickly here, and that'll prevent the runner at third from testing things here.
Boy, that's a bullet right there. You're thinking this is extra bases off the bat, but a terrific play by the outfielder.
Yeah, and I thought he was hanging out watching himself and digging what he had just done, but that's not the case. He was busting it out of the box. Nice play by the defender to get that ball in.
Pitch is mishandled behind the plate, and it bounces away. And the runners will stay put here on ball 1. Grounded to third. This could be 2. And they're able to get the force at home for a big out number 2. But he'll put this in his pocket and be content with just the 1 out. Here's Michael Brantley. It was an RBI single for him in his last plate appearance. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. A swing and a miss at the good old Uncle Charlie. Is put in play to the right side of the infield. There to get it is Kinsler. On to first, and the driver held in check as the inning is over. 3 left for. Here's Albert now. He'll start things out here against Corey Kluber.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
Up next for the Angels.
Trying to pick things up where he left off, Jeffrey Marte. First pitch of the at-bat.
That's a ball.
Just missed with a breaking ball. The 1-1 is taken for strike 2.
Oh, that's for sure going to be a pitch he wants back. You're not going to get many balls right in the wheelhouse from a top-level arm like this.
Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Now another 1-2. And another foul ball.
Hey, I don't mind you throwing a fastball in this situation, but I think if we're being honest with ourselves, that one caught a little bit too much of the plate.
That's ball 2.
Missed with a breaking ball.
Well, that's what you want from your curveball on 1 and 2. You start it in the zone and let it break out of the zone where it can't be punished. Didn't get him to go after it, but the execution was nice.
Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here.
Hey, we all love home runs and gappers, but I love the mano-a-mano right here. 5 foul balls in this at-bat. He continues to make this pitcher work.
1 run, 2 hits, 1 error for the Angels so far. Outside and a full count, 3-2.
He's definitely going to want to get greedy in his zone, and he's obviously seeing the ball well, or he would have swung at that pitch. Sometimes in these long, epic at-bats, you start to get into swing mode.
The next 3-2. And he looks at one that misses, and that's an excellent job of making his man throw a lot of pitches as he toughs out a walk.
Well, that was a slider in a 3-2 count, and it just didn't tempt him enough to get a good swing. A good job of pitch recognition and knowing the strike zone to draw the free pass there.
Starts him out with a curveball for a strike.
Can't imagine he comes back with a 3rd breaking ball. That hitter looked like he timed that one up pretty well and just missed it, fouling it away.
And that's the 2nd out. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Andrelton Simmons. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. A knee-high sinker, tough pitch, strike 1.
He's been pitching really well so far in this one as we cruise into the middle innings. One of the big reasons why, 80% first pitch strike ratio. If he continues that, he might be able to finish this one.
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Angels leave 1. They're down 7-1. Now it's the all-world all-star shortstop Francisco Lindor. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he holds up here, but the pitch is a cold strike anyway. Looped out toward 3rd. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
Now batting.
Digging in the switch hitter, Jose Ramirez. He homered earlier and is 2 for 3 to this point. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Swinging a liner toward the gap in left center. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
The batter, number 10. Designated hitter, Edwin Encarnacion.
Ready once again, Edwin Encarnacion. Hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Now Edwin with a swing and a deep drive to left. And it's gone as they add still another. A solo shot here to left, making it an even .350 for his career, as this is now a 7-run ball game.
The batter.
Standing in now, Rajay Davis. Popped him up. Kinsler is calling for it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. But the Indians add to their lead thanks to this solo home run. Bottom of the 6th is straight ahead. It's the end. Here's the second baseman, Ian Kinsler. He'll start things out in the 6th for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, only 2 hits so far, Matt, and not very many hard hit balls either. We'll see if they could start making some adjustments.
Set to deliver the 0-1. Back up the middle. And this will be a base hit for Kinsler. So it's a good start for the Halos as their leadoff hitter reaches base. Stepping up to the plate, Mike Trout. It was a solo shot for him in his last at-bat.
There's a lot of moving parts in some guys' swings. It usually takes them a month or so to get it ironed out.
0-1 the count. Kinsler aboard here at first with nobody out. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now. 0-2. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2.
Hey, great take on that slider away right there. But I'm thinking in that situation, that pitcher's got to execute a little bit better. That was almost a non-competitive pitch. Being outside, you could almost have let that one go right out of his hand.
Very weakly on the ground. He'll try again. 1-2. Takes this the other way to right. And that'll get down for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are two aboard now.
Hey, there's a base hit right there. Now they have a couple of runners on with less than 2 outs, but they're down by so much in this game that hopefully maybe they can get something started here in this inning.
Yeah, 100%, Dan. I played the game a long time. I've never seen a big league hitter give an at-bat away. You chip away and fight until that 27th out is made.
First and second here with nobody out. Line to the right side. That's in there. Base hit. Kinsler is on his way home. Safe at the plate as they inch back here, but there's still a ways to go.
Boy, Dero, so close to getting the strikeout there. Needed to make one more pitch and didn't throw a good enough breaking ball there with 2 strikes.
Yeah, and that's what you pray for from an offensive standpoint. You try and pick up that red spinning dot that constitutes slider coming in there, and then you hope it doesn't fall off the table. He was able to get himself inside that baseball and get a ribby hit.
He's set. Here it comes. Way in front of that fastball.
I can't imagine he was sitting on fastball at his neck right there. He is going to have to lower his sights if he's going to have any chance.
And a good sinker there gets him swinging for the first down. Paul Calhoun will stand in now. It was a fly out for him in his last trip. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Strike one to start the at-bat. Runners are at first and second with one away. Couldn't wait back. A swing and a miss. Pulled toward right center field. Davis arranged to his left and put it away. 2 down. Ready now for L.A. Albert Pujols 0 for 2 with a fly ball and a ground. Out on his line to this point. Hoping to limit the damage. Here's the pitch. Hits the bottom of the strike zone here with the sinker. Strike one. 2 down. Runners at first and second. Weak chopper up the line. Knee high. He barehands it. Takes it himself and he got him. Angels get just the one. We're through 6 full. Back here at Angel Stadium of Anaheim. 7th inning coming up with the Indians on top. But before we get any further, let's check out our game summary for the first 6 innings. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Hit in the air out to straightaway left field. Simmons into shallow left. 1 away. Riding in once again, Yonder Alonso. He flew out in his last at-bat. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Line towards center field. And Alonso's going to have himself a base hit.
You think there's any justice in the game? Watch those 2 at bats. Both of them hit on the absolute screws. One's right at one guy, and then one's a single. Go figure.
In now, Lonnie Chisenhall. As the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike one. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. Line toward the alley in left center. So he'll add 1 to his total as that falls in. He's got 3 hits in this one.
Hey, Dero, not a bad night. 3 singles, but hey, he'll take 3 for 4 every day of the week.
Yeah, in today's day and age, Dan, where everything's a homer, a walk, or a strikeout, it's refreshing to see this guy throw out 3 base hits.
Hard liner to center field. Trout is back, and he'll get there to make the play for route number 2.
The left fielder, number 24.
Striding in for the Indians, Michael Brantley. 2 outs and 2 runners aboard here in the 7th inning. First pitch of the at-bat. Sent on the ground out to second. Played on the backhand. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. So it's no runs on 2 hits, no errors in 2. Coming to the plate now, Jeffrey Marte. He'll try and do what he can to work toward cutting into this big deficit.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Cody Anderson gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th. Here comes the first pitch. Favorable call in there for a strike. High and deep down the left field line. And that will end up a foul ball. A bouncer to the left side. To his right, Lindor throws in time, and that's out number 1.
Up next for the Angels.
Into the box now, Carlos Perez. A pop out and a ground out for him to this point. Breaking ball in for a strike.
Count 0-2.
Softly hit out to short, and that'll be the 2nd out.
The batter, number 2.
In now is Andrelton Simmons. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. And a fastball's in there for strike 1. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Got him. And that's the 3rd time we've written a K next to his name in this one. Angels are gone in order. Still 8-2. So here's Francisco Lindor now. He was a ground out victim last time up.
Matty, he checks every box. Charisma, smile, hits from both sides of the plate with pop, defense, you name it. GM's dream right here.
Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. In now, Jose Ramirez. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here. Cue shot here out toward short. Toward his left is Simmons. On to first, and he's breezing through the 8th here with 2 quick outs. Edwin Encarnacion will stride in again, and before he takes his cuts here, we take you back to inning number 6. This was his 2nd home run of the ball game as he'll stand in here looking for number 3. Marte fields it cleanly. Throw on to first, a 3-pitch inning, and the side is retired. Ian Kinsler. Here's the second baseman, Ian Kinsler. He reached on a single last time and later wound up scoring. Now here's the pitch. Watches a fastball right there for strike 1. Strike 2. The 0-2 once more. Misses above the zone for a ball.
Talk about frustrating as a pitcher. You make a great pitch like that, the guy just lays off of it. That barely missed the zone.
Still 1-2. And now time is called as a beach ball has made its way out into left field here. The next 1-2 pitch. Tried to stay back on the changeup there, but this is chopped foul at home plate. The 1-2. Swinging a ball hit high in the air, deep down the left field line. This has plenty of carry, and that ball will stay fair, and it's gone. A home run. So it's a solo shot for Ian Kinsler. Second home run early in the year. As they cut the gap a bit, it's now an 8-3 ball game. Here's the center fielder, Mike Trout. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat. Right there for strike one. As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, D-Row, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some big situations, Dan, and the offense took full advantage.
Yeah, you know, D-Row, one of the things about pitching is you want to have location, and it was obvious in this one today that the pitchers weren't on point, and what happens when that happens? Hitters make you pay, and the long ball was a big part of this one here.
Here's Justin Upton now, as he'll take a look at ball one. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. May have gotten a piece of that one, but no matter, it's 1-1. 1-1. Grounded back up the middle. And that'll get through into center field for a base hit. Long throw to the plate. And not in time as the run scores. And on the play, the runner moves into scoring position now at second.
Never say never in this game, folks. It's late and the clock is ticking, but that RBI double might start making believers out of the entire dugout. We'll see if they can build on it and maybe get back into this thing.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And that pitch catches the inside corner.
This is going to be an interesting at-bat. I think he has to be pitching for a strikeout here, so we'll see what kind of sequence he uses.
He struck him out. The third time he's fanned in the game.
Yeah, as they say, there's a hole in his swing in that location, so a good job there of exploiting that. That can be real hard for some guys to overcome when teams start figuring out what locations you just can't handle.
No balls and 1 strike. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. A softly hit ball here, foul, off to the left side, and it's strike 2 now. Runner at second here with 1 man out. This is on the ground over to first. And he'll take this one to the bag for the out, but meanwhile the runner will move up 90 feet to third base. Ready once again, Albert Pujols. Runner in scoring position with Sugan. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Here's a strike. And this is pulled foul as he was way out in front there. Ready with the 0-2. He got him. Lively fastball that time, and it puts an end to the inning. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. 9th inning coming up. It's the Indians 8 and the Angels 4. Here's Rajay Davis now. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
Rajay Davis.
First delivery to him on the way. Softly hit out towards short. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway. Digging in once again, Jason Kipnis. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Here comes the first pitch. And this pitch just about saws him off as he can't get extended at all. It's strike 1. Really tied him up on that one.
Yeah, clearly didn't recognize where that was going to end up, Matt. If I were pitching, I might go right back in there.
1-1 the count now. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Throw on to first takes care of him, and the top of the 9th is proving unfruitful thus far. 2 quick outs here. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Yonder Alonso. It was a single for him in his last at-bat. Line to the right side. And a dive, but he comes up empty, and this is big trouble now out in right center. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone.
Well, lefty on lefty, this is a tough matchup, but he stays in there, keeps that front shoulder closed, and just rips the pitch for a 2-bagger. Nice job of defying the odds there.
Lonnie Chisenhall will stand in as he'll pop this one foul off to the left and out of play. 3 for 4 so far and seeing it well in this ball game. Now the 0-1. Oh, and he serves this one out into right field. That one's going to fall in, a base hit. And the runner at third will put the brakes on here as they didn't want to chance it even with 2 outs.
That's a nice piece of hitting right there, Dan. He went heater up in the zone and then tried to drop the off speed, but he was on.
Boy, Mark, that's the oldest trick in the book, right? You use one pitch to set up the other. This guy wasn't having any part of that.
Into the box now, Francisco Mejia. He swings and grounds it to short, and an underhanded throw is in time for out number 3. Ready for another shot now, Jeffrey Marte. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Jeffrey Marte. Your attention, please. Now pitching for Cleveland, number 52, Mike Clevenger.
First offering on its way. A swing and a miss at the big curveball. Took a wave at one around the shins with no luck.
Got him to chase after the curveball below the zone there. That was a really nice pitch, and it can be a really tough one to lay off of as a hitter.
Swing and a miss, and that'll get a groan from the home supporters here. 1 away.
Now batting.
And that'll bring up Carlos Perez. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Clevenger, who sometimes gets called Sunshine. He was a 4th-round selection back in 2011.
Hey, nothing has been handed to this guy. Drafted in the middle rounds, and he has found his way in the big leagues. This has turned out to be a really nice pick. Hey, obviously he had a pretty good gauge on that first heater right there. He was super aggressive, thought he was getting another one. Slowed him down with the curveball. That's the cat and mouse.
And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
The batter, number 2, shortstop.
Back to the top of the Angels lineup now, and stepping in, Andrelton Simmons. And he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the 9th. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And that's taken for strike 2, as now they're down to their final strike here this afternoon. Angels down to their last strike. Angels shortstop behind in the count at 1-2 strikes.
Wow, that was a pretty good 2-strike slider right there. I think that would fool them, and the umpire too.
Swing and a little tapper, but that one rolls foul. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. And he'll stay alive here as this is chopped foul at the plate. It'll remain 1-2. Another 1-2 delivery. Missed with a slider.
Well, one thing about him, he's an absolute grinder at the plate. You can pretty much count on him battling at the plate every chance he gets.
Liner toward right center. That gets down, and the inning continues. So that plate appearance extends the inning for Ian Kinsler.
The batter, number 3.
Ready for another chance? Ian Kinsler. Past history with Mike Clevenger. He's only 1 for 10. And a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball. A ball and a strike now.
He was able to foul that one off, but you could tell he was definitely late. That breaking ball, the pitch before that heater right there, definitely threw his timing off.
throw on to second for the force, and the ball game is over.
You might think it's just another win, but it's awfully hard to win in this game, especially on the road. But they find a way to get it done, and they should be very happy with this performance.
8-4 the final this afternoon. Cleveland jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Corey Kluber gets the win on the mound, his first of the year. Garrett Richards allowed 7 earned runs to cross the plate in the losing effort. So that'll just about do it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com.
The final line score for this afternoon's ball game for the victorious Cleveland Indians. 8 runs on 17 hits. No errors. They left 11 men on base. For the Angels, 4 runs on 9 hits. 1 error. They left 7 men on base. The winning pitcher is Corey Kluber.